Hi guys, I'm Shmi. Today we're at Simon Furlonger Specialist Cars Sales and Service, where we're taking a look at this rather incredible Jaguar XJ220. Right now though, we're going to jump in the passenger seat and go for a quick ride before we move over to the other side and take it for a test drive. So let's get in the car. So here we are on board the XJ220. I'm with Matt Honeysett from Furlonger, and well, this is pretty much one of the poster cars of our generation, so it's pretty special being in here.
Yeah, this and Diablo, early Diablo, 1990 Diablo with Simon's.
We checking that out too?
Yeah, we came with it. Simon's own car, and I had that and an early 1990 Diablo, you know, with the stupid binnacle, the massive binnacle, on my wall, and I think the Jag just always was worried about driving it, because when you drive something you never, like they always say, don't meet your heroes, don't they? And obviously so much bad stuff's been written about it. Well, nearly get a gear. So much bad stuff's been written about it, you sort of assume it's going to be an awful thing to drive, and like any, I think 90 supercar's got its problems. You know, it's not the easiest thing to drive, but when it's flowing, it's a great car. Well, you'll find out. You'll have that. Definitely it's wider at the back than it is in the front. I think just
Always catches you out.
Yeah. I think many of these sort of age supercars as well, just the controls are so much duller than like modern cars. Yeah. So if someone gets in something like this and they're used to driving the 458, they're going to find it really difficult initially. But once you get used to it, well, it's for me. We were talking about I prefer it. I prefer the older style supercars, because I just think modern stuff almost drives itself a little bit. Although it's quicker, isn't it? You know.
It's going to be interesting, an interesting experience. Well, I find it crazy. This car's 22 years old. Yeah, it still goes 213 miles per hour.
Yeah,
and round the ring in like 7:46 seconds.
How they did that with the brakes? They must just not have braked. So you got that engine, because obviously what it came from, the 6R4, and then they put it in the XJR10 and 11. It does have to rev. It's different because, I don't know, the Ferrari V8s with the turbos, they feel a lot more aggressive, but this initially feel flat, but it doesn't. You can feel it's got a rev a lot more.
Alright then, we stopped to put some fuel in the car, but now it's my turn to jump into the driver's seat, have a go in the Jaguar XJ220. Handbrake, first gear. Does that come out? Okay. Sticky first gear. First thing you notice. But then it doesn't seem, it's quite forgiving. It didn't feel, you know, it doesn't feel jittery or...
See what I mean about the gears though, you know, like it feels comfortable.
Third at cruising 60 miles an hour, like 18 kilometers an hour, it's only 50 odd.
Initially, like the first mile.
It feels like a big car. It feels like a very big car.
So I don't know, maybe I don't know, it doesn't feel as big to me, but I've done a lot of miles in the past 2 months.
So you got a little bit used to it. I suppose it's not as scary as I would have thought, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I think it's quite attractable to drive. It's not intimidating to drive, but it is. It is a big car.
That was a pretty awesome experience then. As we said, it's one of those poster cars. I had a picture of a green one on my wall when I was younger, I remember that. And this is absolutely fantastic. It's things that make it a raw supercar, like when you've got the door open, you don't have the widest of apertures to get in through. The brake feel a little bit unusual. but the power is awesome, the sound is unique. It's really cool and it looks amazing. Like I said, to the person you're coming up behind, that's got to be a pretty menacing sight bearing down on you. But like I said, this car's up for sale here at Furlongers, so a big thanks to them for having me along to take it out for a test drive. That was something I've wanted to do for a while, go out in a Jaguar XJ220, and that was absolutely fantastic. Make sure you're subscribed though for all the other Shmee 150 videos, but that's it for right now. I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers! So the first concept was actually shown in 1988. At that time it was expected. The car is quite special. It's the SV. It's one of just 3 right-hand drive cars that are going to jump in, go for a ride, and then a little test drive on this lovely sunny day here in the UK.